This is either a terrible way to start a video or the perfect one.
Now 30, 5, 6, 5.
I'm at the DMV, and it hits me. My notes app looks exactly like this place. My ideas, they're all in there. Just sitting shoulder to shoulder in fluorescent lighting, holding little paper numbers, wondering when their turn is. Video ideas, little one-liners, half-baked observations, things I swear I'll come back to. There's an app idea in there from 2013 I still tell people about at parties. And for a long time, I thought that was a good thing. Like having a lot of ideas meant I was doing something. It turns out, I'm just giving them a seat. The thing is, I don't have a creative block. I think I have a creative backlog, which sounds harmless until you realize the real reason they're sitting there. They want out. They want to be explored, shaped, filmed, written, built, tested, or abandoned. They want their number called so they can either become something real or stop taking up space. Because once it gets real, it can disappoint you. And sometimes you call a number and realize it was never really going anywhere. And while it's still sitting there, it still stays possible. Safe. But that's the trap. Music was one of the first ideas I actually called. And I didn't just dabble in it. I went deep. Theory, production, plugins, gear, tutorials, all of it. I had an Arctic Pearl Fender American Ultra Stratocaster HHS with a tortoiseshell pickguard. Beautiful. I sold it because I had to ask myself what it sounds like in daylight. Not the romanticized version, the real version. And this one wasn't turning into what I thought it would. That was still okay, because at least now I knew. It had its turn, it stopped living off potential. Because not every idea needs to become part of your life. Some ideas just need a little fresh air, a chance to become something, and then fade out. The real problem is when everything just stays backed up. And I think that's what YouTube was for me. For a long time, something I kept protected. It's always soon, when I write the script, when I get that next piece of gear. And honestly, I liked it there. I could imagine doing it without actually having to do it. And then I went to Tenerife and took my camera. I thought either this becomes one more thing I keep talking about and stays stuck in the waiting room forever, or I finally call it. So I did. I started filming. No master plan, no perfect concept. I put an edit together, and before I knew it, I hit publish. And once it was in the world, something shifted. One trip video turned into a channel, and that channel turned into a creative outlet I care about way more than I expected. Not because I found the perfect idea, because I finally let one out.
Now 30, 5.
So that's what I'm trying to get better at now. Not collecting more ideas, not building a bigger backlog, because creative block, at least for me, is usually not emptiness, it's congestion. It's using unfinished ideas to hide from reality. And the only way through it is to call one, because ideas are not supposed to live in the waiting room. They're supposed to get out.
Thank God. What number are you calling next?